frolic occasionally, yeah, why not? Why wouldn't I? And then he toils for 3 to 4 hours. But the Post probably takes 2 to 3 hours to write on a good day, too. So the division of labor actually works out sort of. Sort of. In my favor. But yeah, so hour and a half, then 3 to 4. I'll come back. I'll come back.
For one of your older podcasts, there was one where you had a burrito-like object that you were trying to hide. I was wondering, did your wife ever find out about it? I always wanted to ask you, but no, it didn't actually.
I was trying. He is suggesting that in a podcast, I attempted to hide a burrito-like object. But I cannot imagine what that could possibly represent. Did I put that in a podcast just to agitate young men like him?
It was a rap.
Yeah, it's like, you can't have a quasi-burrito.
No, it was a wrap that your wife made.
Your wife wanted you to eat this. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. That's right. She would make me to lunch and I didn't want to eat it. And but I would take it to work and then I would come home and she would ask me how it was and I would say that it was delicious. But then she heard the podcast and I got in huge trouble. That was my fault. I get in trouble a lot based on that stuff. I don't even think about it. I'm just having fun mic times and then all of a sudden, real life injuries. Human beings. I need your arms. Not to eat. Just
Thanks, guys, for coming out.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, quick question. Do you have a message for us? Being this is Black History Month, and I was wondering if you could just...
Sure, yeah, we're definitely qualified to do that. I'm in a fantastic position for a while. No, I have nothing to say to him. Yes.
What are each of your personal favorite comics that you've done?
Personal favorite comics. I think probably the best comic that we've done, period, is the Trigger Retrospect. Is that what it's called?
Trigger Retrospective?
Yeah, it was where Gabe is a little boy playing on the couch, and Tycho comes in, he looks really frustrated, and Gabe hands him the controller, and then they're both, oh yeah, you're holding it up. I think that's probably the best comic we've ever made.
Mega Man 9 comic.
Yeah, it was about Mega Man 9, but honestly, if you take that out, in fact, if you buy the print, you'll see that it doesn't have text on it, because I think it just works by itself.
I just have to mind to go, now that Mega Man 9 isn't a thing, I have half a mind to go back in there and take that text out. It was nice to have that for the momentary, chrono relevance. But I think it's time to strip that out. It doesn't really help us strip it all. Yeah, it's gonna have like it's my fault. Can't remember. Oh, the one that I like is the one where there is a newscaster who's trying his best to scare families by saying that like 6 million or 20 million kids are eaten by bats every second. And like a bunch of crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like he's like, oh, it's super spooky, and then he's like in your yard looking in your window. Nobody has that one. That's the one that I like. Oh, I see that friendly hand. Oh hey, Nick Maragos. What's up? What are you translating these days?
I'm working on the game. We haven't announced it.
Oh, you haven't announced it, so we can't talk about it. I'm glad we had that segment. How can I help you, Nick Maragos?
You were talking about real life recruiting. Are you at the point yet where you get recognized as Republican at all?
You recognize me. We're recognized occasionally.
Yeah, in Seattle, we have a lot of tech industry people there, right? I mean, there's just a lot of people that read Penny Arcade, so it's not super uncommon. But most of us, and when I say us, I mean like all of us here are huge nerds, and so we all tend to be very shy. So the most that ever really happens is someone just says, "Hey, I really like the comic," and then they walk away. I don't get mobbed or anything like that. Yeah, the weirdest one I've had was when I took my wife to Paris for her 30th birthday, and we were on this bus tour going out to Normandy, right, to see the World War II monuments and everything. And this was like a 3-hour bus ride through the countryside, and there were probably 6 or 7 other people, like couples on the bus. Most of them older guys, looked like they were probably reliving some pretty hard stuff. But then there was a younger couple. When we got
success of Child's Play at the very least will outlive the, the JPEG foundry that our business is under general circumstances. And he wants to know what systems we put in place to ensure its continued survival. And I think the main thing that will ensure its continued survival, I mean, independent of what we've done, which is, create the nonprofit and then try to make sure that it has a command structure that is distributed enough to be able to survive the loss of Penny Arcade or any kind of funding. It can run completely autonomously through the wish list. So I feel like it's pretty durable in that sense. But the main thing is that any one of you could do it. It's so lightweight. Child's Play has always been a distributed effort. And I think that that's going to be its strength going forward, is that it harnesses every person here. So I'm ready for more questions.
What are your thoughts on ninjas?
We're 50-50 on ninjas.
Where's the watch at? The Pac-Man watch.
People keep asking if we're going to do more watch comics, and the fact is that we have been doing them, but now it's sort of a trick. If you look at pretty much any comic that has violence in it, you sort of have to pay really close attention. The watch will be in there somewhere. Like, it might be super tiny, but the watch is always being passed back and forth now. You just have to look for it. Yeah, let's go for questions. I'm checking the hole first. No? Check mine. Way back over there.
Yeah. Do you guys, we're a bookstore, so can you recommend some personal books you guys love?
Yeah, I'm reading a great book right now, actually, called The Name of the Wind, which is a fantastic fantasy book. And I just finished Altered Carbon, which is a really good sort of cyberpunk / noir murder mystery.
Those are the ones that I was going to do. But look at the great books he's reading. Aren't they great? Oh, how are our kids? Healthy. Very healthy. We don't actually know. We've been down here doing stuff. I left them in the yard. And I got in a taxi. There's a lot of edible roots. They're good. No, they're super rad. We have a pretty, the digital age gives today's fathers a pretty steady stream of images of their children. You got a really great one yesterday, actually.
Yeah. My son Gabe is 5 now, and he actually just got married. Excited. The little girl asked him this week, and he said yes. She tried to kiss him apparently, and he ran away, which